Hello everyone! School's about to start soon and I'm so excited. So let me tell you what happened today. I was walking into the school bright and early this morning and I see my classroom door open. I'm like, that's kind of creepy. Then I hear something and I can see someone's shadow and I'm like, oh nah. And one of my students comes running out talking about, I'm sorry. And I mean, these kids, they're nosy. But you know, and they love to see what I'm gonna do with the classroom and all this other stuff. So I'm like, at first I was kind of irritated, I'm not gonna lie. It was early in the morning and I was just like, why are you in my classroom? But I thought about it a little more and I was just like, I would want to do the same thing if I had a teacher like me. So anyway, I didn't say anything to that kid and I was thinking a lot about it and I was like, man, I probably left them feeling like potentially like, you know, a lot of shame, guilt, feeling bad because they snuck into my classroom. And of course, they might think I'm disappointed. They're probably telling their friends that, I don't know. So I thought about it and then I went to them and I was like, hey, you look bored. Can you do me a favor? And they're like, yeah. And so I was like, can you just go into the classroom and just give me any advice you can think of like from a kid's perspective, somebody your age who's gonna be in that class. And I was like, just write it down. And I was thinking like, you know, maybe we could discuss it afterwards, but they left sticky notes on my desk. And so I'm gonna read them to you. It's 4 points. And this is probably the perfect kid to ask because I've had them already and they're really good at stuff like this. So anyway, this is what they say. They wrote it on these blue sticky notes. I don't know, I'm so like, this is so adorable. And I love the feedback. Anyway, they said, hold on, I think somebody's knocking. No, okay. So they said, one thing I like about this classroom is the organization and the jobs we have. So like keeping the same system, in my opinion, would be awesome. I feel like that was kind of like a backhand compliment because they were probably like, you tried this last year and it didn't work out. But I still love the idea and it's true. So here are the jobs that they're talking about right behind me. There's a lot of them, one per student, and there's always going to be one student each week that doesn't have a job to do. And I could talk about that if anyone's interested. So here's point number 2. One advice I would give is putting the more talkative people with the new kids, just for the new kids to feel more comfortable at school. Sorry. We got to work on this handwriting. Anyway, to feel more comfortable at school and know that they have a friend. That is an excellent idea. And I think they're specifically talking about themselves because I thought about keeping this specific person away from their friend and putting them toward the front because they love to chat. What I didn't think about is how each student is going to feel on the first day of school. And we have a lot of new students. So that's a really good point. Point number 3, the desk, talking about my desk, is very close to the door. My classroom is very messy, by the way. That's my desk right there. And the door is literally right there. They're right. The desk is very close to the door. And of course you need to see what we're doing because that's why I put it there. But privacy-wise, everyone can see your computer when they are walking past. I mean, like this, I love my kids. Anyway, and here's the last point. As a student, this classroom makes me feel comfortable. I can see my stress going away by just looking around. So adorable. I'm touched, but yeah, I'm looking at this class and it's giving me a headache because I'm like, what are they seeing? Because this looks so messy. Look at it. To me, it does. But I am going to think more about these points. I think this is excellent. Very touching. And yeah. Thank you, students. I'm sure you're gonna watch this video because you're just nosy. Thank you for the feedback that you gave. And I hope to see you all in the next video where I reveal what my classroom is gonna look like. Hopefully, if I can get that out. Bye.